Welcome. Oh shit. Was this that end? How did that just fall? Welcome, y'all. Returning and new subscribers, welcome back. Actually, hold up. There could be something here for some of you in regards to DJing because and starting a channel, because I've been playing music since the rising, and most of the DJs that have shown up are new, or at least have a new channel. So that could be significant. Start your channel. Whoever this is, whoever you are in here, start your channel. Okay? Start your channel. And this is not the first time you're hearing it either. So yeah, get to it, love. Get to it. Yo, where y'all be going from? You had 3 different pages. Only blocked 1 and it blocked out all 3. But they were all different. Whatever. Okay? Whatever. Whatever. So yeah. And ever since I can remember, I've been popping on color. I've been popping on. That song could resonate, could be of some sort of resonance here. And for some of you, especially if you've been doing the alignment, something is going to happen from sun up to sundown, sun up. Something's going to happen that fast. Because it's time. It may seem as though, to others, it may seem as though it was overnight. But watch yourself before you get the same work. To others, it may seem as though something happened overnight, but for you, it's been a seed that's been planted and now it's ready to blossom. So, congratulations. Congratulations. Because there is certainly a notification that comes up on the screen that tells you what to do before entering the chat. You do not abide by that information. Your ass is out of here. Okay? Now, y'all gonna learn to respect people's space. At least once you come over this way. That's a fact. We on assignment. Will you get out of here? So yeah. If you're new here to this channel, it's very easy to determine what's a bot and what is not even supposed to be here at all energetically, because this ain't the space for that nonsense. So if you're new to this channel, first and foremost, welcome. Returning subscribers, you already know what it is. My loves, infinite gratitude to y'all. Shout out, major shout out to the members of the channel, the Pantera Soul fam. Y'all know who y'all are. Much, much love to y'all. Okay. Y'all support never goes unnoticed. And keep up the amazing work, because I'm seeing the energies of the channeled messages that you all are receiving. You know, some of you are doing that 21 Lucid Moment Challenge. And even if you're not, there's still something energetically shifting, speaking to the members, where that message comes through. And if for some reason you felt out of alignment, allow that message to bring you into alignment. And you all know, as the members of the channel, you know exactly what that entails and what it says. So if you're just getting started on that Lucid Moment Challenge, look at that recent post. And if you're just getting started, call in that frequency of the post that was just recently posted, okay, as you get going. All right. And it's amazing. It'll be amazing for you to see, you know, the changes that you'll be experiencing as well. A lot of heart chakra energy I'm sensing right now as I'm saying that. So it'll certainly be assisting you to reconnect to the heart chakra, which is going to allow you to be receptive to situations and experiences that are connected to the truth of love, which is unconditional. You may have gone through experiences where love was more conditional than it was unconditional, which is the truth of it. Something doesn't have to happen for love to come through. It just is. You know what I'm saying? So and it's also something you do. Move in love. Create thoughts, especially if you are someone who's constantly in your head and having these conversations that are not loving conversations with yourself. Plant the seeds of unconditionally loving thoughts within yourself, so that way you can change your reality. Because, yo, it's really up to you for real. You know what I'm saying? It's really up to you. But welcome, 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 welcome. We're going to see what the vibe is. Blissful summer solstice to all, okay? And let's get grooving and moving. So concerned as to why I blocked somebody. I ain't never see you in here in this chat and you concerned as to, very concerned as to why someone got blocked. And as y'all know from previous messages, concern is connected to doubt. I don't tolerate that energy in here, especially when it's something that's being typed out in the chat. And those of you that are in the chat can see that as well. I don't play around when it comes to energy in here. I'm very protective over this space. Okay, so let's keep that shit in mind for real. Now, what is the message here? What we got going on? I'm here to assist you to transform whatever is considered trauma, a burden, a wound, into your sovereign power. So I have a high level of sensitivity when it comes to what can keep one in that space still. Even if one doesn't recognize that just by looking at this, it can literally cause a chemical change or reaction or response within the body that now process a certain way of thinking. Okay, so what we have goings on here. All praise to the Most High. Infinite gratitude. Mama Universe, Papa Universe, Infinite Creative, all ancestors, protectors, warriors that guide and protect me. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul. My heart and soul, higher self, as an extension of source. All praises due to the infinite creator of all. You know who you'll have in this message and what they came here to hear and what is being transformed for the greatest purpose of all. Ashe. Ashe, ashe. Gracias a la misericordia. 11:55 on the time. There's a significant change happening for balance to come into play. So there was a storm, an energy of a storm. Either some of you experienced an actual storm in terms of being in the midst of the destruction. Others of you, you saw what was happening because you were the eye of the storm. Another set of you were both. You had an ability to experience the storm, the destruction, while also being the eye of it. Okay? For some of you, this may have something to do with a significant relationship, because I just saw the courtship card. So this was someone that you were connected to beyond dating. With that distant horizon card that showed up, those of you that were in that group of experiencing the destruction while also being the eye of the storm, is because you saw the version of you that is out of this situation, which allowed you to be in multiple places at once. 6:33 on the clock. Adjudication, judgment, 33. Mercury energy, the word. But this is also having to do with, because as you can see, what's so significant about this judge is the brain that you see, and you have the masculine and feminine that are here, that are in the position of judgment, having to make a decision. So this is about you bringing the masculine and feminine energies to one, unifying them both. Where you're not using too much logic and reasoning. It's balanced, okay? $11:55 is very significant. Coffin. So something has ended here. There has been a transition of a karmic lesson. 19, the sun. Something has been revealed to you. This may be the third time. This may be the third time. Was that 1740? Yeah, it was 1740. 1740, 840, 12. Because right before going on to your live here, Starting the live for you all here. I saw 3 little boys, probably between the ages of 3 and 5. But they all had on yellow shirts and brown pants. So adorable. But immediately what came to mind was 3 sunflowers, and sun as in masculine or male. Well, masculine be more the energy, male being the gender. But because they were 3 little boys, it gave me the essence of 3 sunflowers. Exactly how it came through. It said 3 sunflowers when I saw them 3. I said, wow, okay. And today is the summer solstice. So you're going towards your purpose, especially if there has been healing of your solar plexus, healing of father wounds, because the sun energy, when we're looking at astrology, speaks to your father. The moon speaks to your mother, and your rising sign would speak to you in terms of the character that's playing out in this reality. Now, your sun sign could also have a connection to your purpose, your career, while the moon speaks to your home, the roots, your ancestors, things of that nature. So, 3, again. Something that's been buried has been brought to the surface. So this is something that has been swept under the rug. 3 generations could be significant. 3rd floor could be significant. You being the 3rd, the 6th, the 9th, the 12th, wherever you land in terms of 3s, as far as siblings and how many siblings you have, could be significant. Now, let's see what else. What's coming through here? There's a reset, though. It is a reset. This has to be brought up for there to be a reset. So whoever this is in the collective, you're the one that was able to endure the storm, so much so, they're speaking to the 3rd group here, that you were able to experience the storm, the destruction, while also being in the center of it, the eye of it. Okay? Imprisonment. 30, 29, 3, 11. 11 shows up again. So, wow. This unleashes, this judgment unleashes or literally releases what? Releases you from, wow, another 11 though, 38. It releases you from, I'm seeing someone swim out from the depths with 38. Father of the sea, father is the sea, Neptune. You're swimming out of some sort of illusion now. You're coming out of an illusion. Is a judgment that you've made. The current situation is judgment. Making a decision to come out from under. No longer feeling locked in, imprisoned, or trapped in fear. The pathway. You're ready to take on your path. You're ready to take on your assignment, your journey, your mission, 35 and 8. You're ready to connect to your infinite abundance. And speaking of coming out, transformation, you have the butterflies here. Yellow butterflies could be very significant as well. There are 5 of them here. Is it? Yeah, 5 of them. 3, 11, 8. 2008 could be significant. You could have, oh, wow. Okay. So during the time that Pluto went into Capricorn. So between 2008 and 2024, you could have Cancer placements that is allowing you to now finally breathe, because while Pluto was in Capricorn, while Pluto was in Capricorn, you want to talk about being tested and feeling as if the world has been pulled from beneath your feet. Yeah. From 2008 to 2024, 25, when Pluto went into Aquarius. Now, if you have Leo, sun, moon, or rising, Stay for a bit, love. It's because Pluto's in Aquarius right now. So this would be for Leos an energy of make sure you're aware of your surroundings and people's intentions when it comes to you. Okay? Nothing to worry about. That ain't about that. It's just more so be aware. Trust your gut instinct the first time. I'm also getting that some of you who are Leos had a Cancerian around you, or a mother figure or significant feminine energy around you who you seen gone through certain experiences as of 2008 because it prepared you for what you're about to experience now. It puts you on a level up per se, where you're able to handle the situations better because you have an idea as to how this is going to unfold. Okay? Wow, main female here at the bottom of the deck, 2131. There could be a 10-year age gap, or 10 years could be significant. 2014. Something you saw 2014 that's actually going to help you in moving forward with diligence, awareness, tenacity, courage, and strength. The path is open. With the Judgment and Imprisonment card here, now I'm getting the energy of the underworld. Some of you are highly protected by the energies of the underworld, and people are fucking around and finding out. Wow. There was a part of you as a high priestess that was hidden until you were able to step up to your calling. How are you being called to step up and lead? The priestess came out in reverse. Deep replenishment jumped out in reverse. Retreat, rest, be held. The great gathering was in reverse. Mintakin was in reverse. Longing for home, belonging, original light worker. Yes, no. There's something about ignoring your calling that you can't ignore anymore. Answer the call was in reverse. Not laughing at you, I'm just laughing at the cards. And Pillar of Light also was in reverse. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. There's a lot that you didn't see about yourself, and now your path is wide open, especially once you've gone through some sort of, I'm hearing fasting here for some of you, 722. 722, that's Leo. Literally Leo energy. Saturn, 5 of Wands energy. So you may have experienced a lot of people competing against you. You may have felt defeated for a while. There's something about being tired of people claiming to embrace, love, and honor you, and they only wanted to get close to you just so they can see how true you are to what it is that you do. So a lot of jealousy and envy. They would get close to you, but they were highly jealous and envious of you this entire time. Man, fuck them, okay? They get up on out of there. The initiation at the bottom of the deck. Rite of passage, caution the threshold. Yeah, you certainly went through a rite of passage. So to see these situations where people have tested your respect and loyalty and honor that you shared with them, see it as a rite of passage so that way you're not putting yourself in those situations again. My crystal ball is over there, and this, I can see a shower curtain. Something about your shower curtain could be significant. You either have sunflowers on there, or to make your bathroom space a healing space color-wise. It was just 644. 2455. I gotta get over you. Just heard that Maya song. you gonna know today. The fuck? And this new signal, you better wake your ass up. Talking about you confused. You better be a woman and get over this shit. Gotta get over it. That's what she said. That's what Maya said. Yo. So, because the courtship card did come out, did pop out first. In distant horizons. My left eye started tweaking. Yeah. You didn't trust your intuition about something you entered here. Okay. That happens. Just don't let that shit happen again. Just don't let it happen again. Somebody could have watched a lot of wrestling when they was younger. Because now I'm seeing the rock. Do you smell? Somebody could be talking shit about you because you use crystals. And they talk about it's not in the Bible. Well, this is what you do. This is what you do, okay? They want to talk about crystals and stuff is not in the Bible. Okay, well, scriptures relating to crystals and stones. Exodus 28:17-21. And thou shalt set it in settings of stones. Sardius, topaz, carbuncle, emerald, sapphire, diamond, beryl, onyx, jasper. The high priest's breastplate held 12 sacred stones, each aligned to the 12 tribes of Israel. And also the 12 signs of the zodiac, or 12 disciples, or the 12 disciplines of your mind, or faculties of the mind. Revelation 21:19-21. The foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manner of precious stones, jasper, sapphire, so on and so forth. Now here's my thing. I don't respect the ignorance of those who misunderstand and ride the wave. I love the courage, but the way they ride that wave of ignorance when it comes to crystals and stones, then your butt shouldn't even be getting married and putting on a diamond ring then. Huh? I'm just saying. As a symbol of union. What's up? Anywho. Not judging you, just stating the fact right now. It's just what it is. To each its own. But when it comes to the energy of God, as long as it's being done with love, then one understands to understand the essence of God. Where you are an extension of that source power to generate, operate, and destroy whatever it is that you have to destroy, so that way you can make room for the newest things that have to be generated. Based on what you desire. What's up here, beloved? 3035. Somebody's going through their Saturn return or just recently went through it. Saturn in Pisces, or you could have Saturn in Aries. I'm seeing Saturn return age here, 29. Take a break. Woo-wee. A life's work, not a season. Get off the treadmill. Is bringing me back to an energy of someone who cannot let go of something because that is all they know. Well, let me tell you something. If there's something in regards to a relationship where you're unable to let go, I want you to really stand your ground and hear what's being said to you right now. You're making the choice to stay in something. You're making a choice to feel and have the thoughts that is all there is as to why you can't get out of this situation. So if you're making that choice to live that life, you're making a choice. It's just 3029. You're making that choice, that judgment, to keep yourself imprisoned in whatever this situation is. It was just 3029 on the clock. Your path is opening. You can literally disregard this blossom in abundance. It's as if you disconnect yourself from one, and you thought you wasn't gonna be able to receive. You're gonna receive 5 times more than that, because if you take this path that is open, untainted, disconnected, you learn the lessons, you disconnected from the past situation, and it's not, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't carry that energy. You allow yourself to be open to a newer state of mind, newer state of being. Listen, mind, body, and soul transformation with those butterflies 5 times, at least. You worry about one? One that might literally, energetically put your ass in the ground. It ain't worth it. It's not worth it. Whoever you are worthy. Don't base your worth on someone else's ideal of you or idea of you. You'll hear this often here. What people think of you is none of your business. Because they're so focused on you thinking of you, they can't even think of themselves. Don't allow that energy to become you by you accepting what they're feeding you, because it's not nourishing you at all. Know your worth. No one is worth anyone disrespecting them in any kind of way. Even if it's not something that is verbal. If you sense that you feel as though you're being disrespected, first and foremost, you want to go within and see where that's coming from. When did that start? You know, let's say when you were a child, you asked your parents for something and you saw them tell you, they told you no, but they got something that wasn't beneficial first and foremost to them, and you were young but still wise enough to recognize, fuck, they could have used that shit for what I asked for, and I actually, as a child, you actually really required to have that. So if you have something that you experienced when you were a child and you swept under the rug, that's what's being brought to the surface. You may have people around you that say, oh, that happened a long time ago. Let me tell you something. If you don't dig that shit up and clear it out and release it with forgiveness and love, that shit is going to make you bitter and poison you. And if you are aware of human design and you are a projector, you want to look at those not yourself themes. If you are a projector, you being bitter is you not being yourself, which means now you're not in alignment to the things that you are calling in as far as your heart's desires. We ain't got time to be wasted, baby. 33:55 over there. On the clock over there. Not answer the call coming out in reverse. Why? What is your soul calling you to do? Mirror. What is triggering you? A trigger gives you an opportunity to make a change. Not to save somebody else's ass. Whoever that's for, you understood where we was going at with that one. Because that's all I had to say there. But let me... Sources on some. You ain't take a break. You didn't start the journey. So it's bringing me to 191. Because 1 started, 9 completing something, 1 to come back to what you started. You're not even at 1. You had 0.5 and shit. I mean, at least 6:55 right now. At least you something. But Your meditations and affirmations are similar to a workout regimen. You don't expect to start doing abs day one and have a six-pack by the end of the night. You have to strengthen that muscle. Life's work, not a season. So there's this energy of someone doing just enough, but that just enough isn't even it's just out in the air. It's just there. Stagnant. Not this one yet. Some of you just had a Saturn return, Saturn in Pisces. And this is this is just a warning, my love, because Saturn is going to go back into Pisces when it goes in retrograde September 1st up until February, and then it will have the legit journey of being in Aries. It's some shit that you when Saturn returned for you during Pisces that may come back around, that may test the answering of your calling. You know the saying, when you know better, you do better. Make sure, okay, you stand firm, you stand your ground when it comes to exercising your mission, what you came here to do, what's going to allow you to stand firm and solid in that direction of the path that is open for you, that's going to bring forth a lot of beautiful changes. Okay? Shit. For some of you, you're not answering your call because you're in a situation where you and this person are taking breaks. That is a breakup. Okay? If the situation cannot be handled, a conversation cannot be had with where you come to a solution. Because I don't do the compromising thing over here. Compromising means that you have been disrespected. To get to a compromise, there has to be a level of disrespect that happens first. You don't allow situations that are not in alignment to the abundance and the promise that you have over your life because someone is not ready. Let them go about their business. Let them, some of y'all, you need to get that Sag energy. You know what I'm saying? Activate. Everybody got every sign in their chart. Everybody got it's every sign. Okay, so you need to get more familiar with that Sag energy where you okay, you don't want to be okay. We out. Ain't no turning back. Ain't no turning back. 3 of Cups is the reconciliation card with the Devil card. This is about being, man, that's a test and a half. Whoever this is for, this is the test of reconciliation. You already know that when you were in this energy, the opportunities didn't come in until you left that situation. Or your money didn't expand 4004 on the time. Your money didn't expand when you were around this situation. Your money was fucked up. You saw that. When shit start to go well for you and you're out of that situation, you better not call that shit back in. That's why you didn't get it in the first place. As to why those offers didn't come to you in the first place. Because you're going to put your shit on hold again. Tell me what the cards are saying. Okay? Somebody want to take a break? It's because they're literally, okay, let's say you're in a relationship and somebody says they want to take a break. First and foremost, that is your cue from source, from the universe, that's letting you know this needs to break now. You're putting things in place where the person is moving in a certain way for you to recognize and see, we got to get up on out of here. That's your cue to go, basically. Feel me? Trust your intuition before it makes sense. Golly. The wheel is ready to turn in your favor, but you're going to have to come out of the situation that has you trapped in fear. Or in self-sabotaging thoughts. 41 on the timer. Another 5-5. Change is on the horizon. How many more lessons do you need in relationships? Saturn and Libra. Obstacles and challenges that you go through when it comes to significant relationships. Libra, 7th house, that are one-on-one, career, family, or significant other. That has to end. Or the end will be brought to you. Either way, it's going to end. Especially when you have a promise over your life to answer the calling. Or calling. Yeah, right behind the 3 of Swords is Queen of Pentacles. With that 5 of Wands, Saturn and Leo that we picked up earlier. Queen of Pentacles is someone who is self-made. For some of you, you're here to do something that is spiritual based. Working with herbs, assisting the collective to heal. I'm also getting where you have an opportunity to set up a big business that helps other people do well in life. You have an extreme calling over you. It's a life's work, not a season. That's why you can't be around certain people or situations. Somebody may be asking themselves, fuck, why is it that every time you get around a group of people, it's not for longevity? Because they're not in alignment to your assignment. Straight up. They're not in alignment to your assignment. That was the moon. Something is no longer hidden from you. It's right in your face. Something that has to end. The completion of a cycle. The World card. 5 of Swords. Some of you are High Priest, Hierophant energy. The 5s are showing up. 5 of Wands, 5 of Swords. That's your obstacle and your challenge for you to gain wisdom when it comes to the way you come up with solutions to help people to change. Especially when it comes to, what is this, Venus and Aquarius? When it comes to you seeing your value and connection to groups of people, a network, because Aquarius speaks to friends, social groups, things of that nature. You going from friends, learning your lesson, to fellowship, to a soul tribe. Some of you could be in the in-between where you may still have certain friends, and friends are literally there for one reason and one reason only. Before you get to your soul tribe, you have friends. There is a difference. Okay? I'll do the breakdown of it every time the word comes up. FRI, Friday, abbreviation for Friday. The energy and connection to Friday, Venus. What does Venus talk about? Venus talks about your sacred values, your emotional security that leads to your material security. It also has to do with your finances. And the fact that the word friend has those three letters of that day, of that lucid moment, Friday, in connection to Venus, and it has the last three letters of end, obviously something's going to end when it comes to you stepping into your purpose and seeing your value. Because when you didn't see your value, wherever you were at and seeing yourself is what you connected to, is what you attracted to. Feel me? So shit. Four of Swords with the Fool card. Wow. A lot of Libra energy coming through here. Jupiter's Blessings is here to help you with starting a new journey. With starting a new journey when it comes to actually connecting with those that align with your soul, because you even see the Six of Cups energy here. But you have to rest from whatever the situation is that it has to be closed out. 2147. Spiritual assistance, guidance from your angels or angles of light that is coming in to translate a message through your brain, so that way you can do what you have to do with that message. Angels. That's what they are right there. There goes the Justice card. Well, shit. Okay. 7:07 on the time. So this is something that is completed before the full moon goes into Capricorn, basically. Okay. Which is July 10th. We're seeing 7-7 up there, and these sevens that are popping up right now. 18. Something has been revealed to you. The Wheel and the Eight of Swords. What's keeping you trapped in fear? What's keeping you away from your abundance has been revealed to you. It's right in your face. You can feel it. You keep ignoring the feeling by logically, figuring out, well, maybe they'll change. No. The only person you can change is you. And even more so, if you are the type of person where if someone comes to you about a suggestion in regards to, building your partnership, and you make the adjustments, you can make the changes, and you're with someone that when you have a conversation that can't be done, especially if it's not something too extreme, where there could literally be an overstanding as to what's happening or what's going on, and they ignore that, and y'all have this conversation again, you better take heed. Because a storm will be inevitable to bring balance into the situation. The storm could be, you know what I'm saying, a change of a job, a loss of a job. You start to feel certain sensations in your shoulders because you're disregarding what the truth is that your heart is already telling you. So the tension has to build somewhere to get you, to this level of awareness of, yo, this ain't it. You know what I'm saying? Death card. King of Wands, Leo. This could be someone you've known from childhood. There's a lot of time invested in this. But has any of this time been consistent in you emitting your light? If not, that's not an investment. That's just fucking your life up. You know what I'm saying? Why I keep saying that? You got Scorpio showing up here as well. Whoa. And the High Priestess. Okay. 12 is very strong here. It's time for you to ascend from this, Yeah, there's something you have to trust that you can do on your own, especially with the awakening of your divine perception with the falcon there on her hand. There's a level of trust. Something is being revealed to you that is blocking your transformation because of a lack of trust. Someone here is okay. Someone has to stop saying, I have trust issues. 7-Eleven. I mean, if you do, you do. But if you don't, be conscientious of what it is that you're saying. Because if you have trust issues, know that that's an affirmation. When you're saying I have is also connected to Venus energy, second house. If you have trust issues, you're going to have issues in your finances. Anytime you speak about I have, that's the mantra of the second house of Taurus energy. It's I have. Okay. So the issue is not so much with trust, but where you're placing it. Okay. So that is significant. The way is getting sunny and cloudy, just I'm noticing what's going on there. Okay. Every time you begin to shine, it seems as though some of you could have people in your life where when you have something great going on, they come around with some sob ass story or some bullshit. Where your moment of celebration is short lived. We have the Three of Wands. Something is on its way here to you. The Six of Cups. See, this could be something where you are encountering soulmates now. Where you're being guided to connect with people that align with your soul. But you have to put situations of the past to rest before this comes in. This could be a part of what it is that you are calling into your life, manifesting, visualizing. As this isn't a stained glass, but stained glass. It's not people of your past that you are to take with you moving forward. That shit is stained. It's a stain that can, it's a, okay. Yeah, it's coming through as a level of disrespect that you have to let go with forgiveness and let it stay where it's at, because that person is not going to change. They're going to keep doing the same shit over and over again. The fucking countdown. There's something here with somebody from your past. Some of you been in this state of rest, recalibration, right before this nonsense comes in. So you can have the awareness of what this is to make the proper decision when it comes to something that is coming back into your life to keep you locked in, trapped in fear, not seeing the truth that you got the universe on your side that wants you to answer your calling. And your calling has to do with something that is highly unconventional or unorthodox. And it's possibly putting you in a state of risk before it brings everything to you of what or who is triggering you. Triggers are an opportunity to make a change in your life. Don't suppress it with reasoning when the feeling is already telling you this gotta go. Two of Swords, Moon and Libra. For some of you, this is a Libra. Or 7th house energy is very significant here. You could, if you're a Libra rising, this is this test that Saturn is going to be putting you through. Relationships, significant one-on-one partnerships. The test is going to be, is when you recognize what it is, it allows you to breathe. Recognizing what it is going to trigger your sense of security, your root chakra, connected to Saturn. It's going to it may create some tension when it comes to your security. Yeah. And when we're talking about Saturn's energy here, the World card, this speaks of lifetimes of this happening generation after generation after generation. You have to break that code. You have to break that chain. This even has to do with the way people within the family may see you as someone who is accomplished based on the career path you take. You can't get distracted. Don't allow yourself to get distracted when you're here to do something that is not conventional by their standards. It's the promise over your life. It's your life's work, not a season. What you came here to do as far as your mission and breaking the code, there are no taking breaks from it, in a sense. In a sense that this is not something you be retiring from, because it's your soul's mission. It doesn't even come across as work, for real, for real. Seven of Swords with the 5 and the 2. It's time to stop emotionally deceiving yourself when it comes to a social group that you were once connected to. Three, 2. And they're showing me this right here, 302-9, meaning that something is coming back. You do have your ancestors and your spirit guides surrounding you, nudging you to end a cycle. 9. Because it can't come with you to the land or the pathway that has to do with your abundance. Because whatever this situation is, you can sense it before it arrives. Before it arrives, you can sense it within what it is that you're feeling. That whoever this is constantly in this energy of indecision. Or whenever this energy is around, it's placing you in this vibe of you knowing what you're supposed to do, but then you take a step back. But that's not you. Somebody here Cap Moon in Pisces, because you can feel that shit. You see it before it's coming. Of what it is it's time for you to walk away from. You could have Saturn in Pisces, 8 of Cups. It's something for you to walk away from because it no longer serves you. Because as far as the pathway, number 8, 35, the only 8 you have out here so far, besides this, is this 8 of Swords. You have the universe source on your side that wants to turn the wheel in your favor. But something has to end, and Anubis is not playing over here. Some of you, you possibly had a dream with Anubis. Or there's something about the way dogs have been looking at you recently. Somebody may encounter an experience when this person comes around, there are dogs around, these dogs just start barking OD. When you're by yourself, these dogs are usually calm. When you're with this person, they going off. Nine of Swords, 29. You may even be losing sleep on it. Your sleep pattern could be fucked up before this comes around. Now, we picked up on this energy a while back too. When was that? Going into 2024, somewhere around there. 7:22 on the clock now. Okay, where for some of you, your sleep pattern is changing because whoever this is you're connected to, they have a way of connecting with you in your dreams. If they don't show up in your reality, they'll show up to you in your dreams. Or they may have already done so. So if this is happening now, your dreams are making you aware of what it is that you got to cut a cord on. Guidance. Wow. Okay. That's a sign. Yeah. Seeing them in your dream state is a sign, or something about them in terms of, you could possibly even see their name somewhere. This could be someone that you were connected to sexually in the past. I mean, Libra keeps showing up. 13. There's stagnancy when it comes to your foundation. Something's not changing because of this energy. Yeah, you're unable to take action. You see something? Order. Someone's name could be James. First or last. Someone has two first names for a first and last name. Order. Someone's name is certainly James. When we're speaking of the faculties of the mind that are by the navel and the lower part of the solar plexus, you have judgment, James, son of Zebedee, and order, James, son of Alphaeus. throws your decisions off. Yeah, it's time to cut that sacral cord. Because even if you may not be with the person, that sexual bond is throwing your guidance off. It's throwing your internal compass off. Because I'm being shown someone who may possibly reconcile with someone, and nothing may have happened that occurred in the past, but once you and this person part ways for that moment, and there's a possibility of you and this person reconnecting to work on things, this is you. You feel trapped. Whoever this is for, feeling trapped. Stuck in between two worlds. 329, you could be an Aries. Or you could be someone who's constantly making the move to fix something. You're the one that initiates, disregarding your calling, initiating a relationship that is not connected to your purpose. Personal boundaries and heart chakra. Yeah, it's time to set those personal boundaries when it comes to your heart chakra. Shit. All right. Whoever this energy is can't handle the truth of your presence. And you disregard your heart's calling each time you get around this energy. It's distracting. For some of you, I'm also getting there's something that starts off as lower back pain before they show up. Relationships. Yeah. Intimacy, freedom, acceptance, trust. What's in the heart of the matter? Grounding. You tend to feel unstable. Your foundation be off. Wow. You could be seeing a lot of white cranes as a reminder to align with your faith. Because even speaking of a crane, you will be lifted out of this situation if you allow yourself to be. Okay. Choice. You have to make the choice. It's coming through as you have to make the choice before the tower. Because you may be involved in the tower if you stay longer in this, whatever the situation is, quote unquote, emotionally fulfilling, when it's not. It shocks your nervous system. It throws your nervous system out of whack. We have the Six of Wands, victory and success. I'd love to see a change in energy here. And the Two of Cups sideways, though, with the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, having to make a decision, juggling so many things at once. Focus. Focus on your victory and success and this partnership that comes in and causes confusion. Because it literally landed in a sideways position as a challenge, as a lesson. Three of Swords vibe. A hidden Three of Swords. A hidden heartache by choice. $7:30 on the time by choice, making a decision to stay there. Back to Maya. I'm so confused. Stop being confused. You got all the signs in front of you that's telling you get the fuck up on out of there, because this ain't something you could build with. It's not something you can build with. 22, Taurus. It's not that you have an issue with trust. The issue is where the trust is being placed. 727. This could be what the person says too, that they have trust issues as to why they, as an excuse. It's coming through as an excuse. Yeah, it's time to move on from that. Say less. Because what's behind the justice here? There goes it. I'm telling you, right behind each other. 4 cups, 4 wands, and there goes the Hierophant. Don't deceive yourself in whatever this janky ass situation is. Giving your cup of love to this, okay? Giving all your strength, your love to a situation that is not, you know what I'm saying, that constantly has you in this position of wondering, what if? Is this going to work out? So now I'm getting, this could be in any area of your life right now, as far as a significant relationship, because it involves career, family, or a significant other, okay? Mazovac. Okay. I'm hearing we don't got to go that far. Whoever you are, you know what the fuck you supposed to do. Okay? I'm just confirming what you already know at this point. Now let's activate the energy of you answering your calling. You not ignoring it. Yes. Okay. Okay. You get into alignment. All you gotta say is yes. All you gotta do is say yes. 733. That you want your spirit guides, your ancestors, source to take this energy. Telling the universe, take whatever is not in alignment to the purpose, to the truth, to love, to unconditional love. Take it all away. So you could walk in purpose, on purpose. The age of light. You've been training. Okay, you've been training for this for lifetimes. All right. Okay. Look at this. Look at this Trinity energy here. Bringing the masculine and the feminine together so you can become whole in connection to your higher self. Okay, whoever you are in here, this is just a confirmation. You already know the steps you got to take. You see Shorty in here walking by herself. If who you have around you that you can trust is just you, trust that and move forward with that. Stop overthinking. Keep facing your true north. Stay on the alignment of your north node here. Transformation segment. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. Bastet segment energy. Getting into the alignment of you stepping into your path fully unapologetically with personal boundaries, releasing soul patterns, contracts, and past lives. There you go. Yeah. That's what will have to happen here. Gonna have to release these soul patterns, things of the past lives. That was that 4 of Swords energy with the stained glass of the 6 of Cups in the background. It's time for you to align your life. Speaking of glass, what is not aligned or has to change is what the question is. So you may want to write that out and burn that motherfucker for real. Whatever is not aligned and has to change, write it out, burn it out, and watch the smoke release it back into the ethers. The initiation, rite of passage, crossing. It's time for you to cross it. crossing the threshold. Pleiades, they're here to assist you. Sevens, that's them showing up. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Say, babe, get on your shit. Get on your calling. That's the call you haven't answered. Answer the call in reverse. What is your soul calling for you to do? To be on your double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. So you can dance with life effortlessly. Dancing is also going to help you to shift your energy as well. Or it's giving you messages about shifting your energy. Now I'm hearing, ever since I can remember, I've been popping my collar. Now, something about your presence people can't take. They want to be around you. They can't stand you at the same time because ever since you can remember, you've been popping your shit. But that's their business. Your business is that you don't need that energy around you. It's not required for your mission. They can do that shit from a distance. Let them do that. Okay. Okay. Share your voice and leap. Come out of the cave due to past life persecution and inquisitions. Come out of the cave, express yourself, because you have to go first. Then the universe will catch you. That was the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Swords coming out together. The universe is on your side. It'll catch you. It'll grab your ass, and you know what I'm saying? The moment you take that leap, you're not going to fall. You may realize at that point that you got your fucking wings. 7707 on the... Yeah. 7:37 on the time. It's getting a little eerie here. Break the chain. Speaking of breaking the code, so there you go. Ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. You up. 77:34 on the time. You up. You up, baby. Again, this is confirming that this will all be taking form before the full moon in Capricorn. Is that one of the cards that's in here? Let me find out that shit is right there. I'm about to say, what the fuck? We 2 for 2 again. But full moon in Capricorn, the end to a tough cycle approaches is what that message is. There's that. And that is July 10th. 71 or 17 or 8 pathway opening up. 17, the star card. It's time for you to shine bright. Brighter than a diamond. Brighter than a diamond. Awakening. Energetic upgrades. A new way of being. Integration. Jupiter. Jupiter speaks to integration. Now in Cancer. In the square to Saturn and Neptune. So on both ends, not taking on more than you can chew. Because Saturn restricts until you're mature enough. In the square to Jupiter in Cancer while Saturn is in Aries, there are versions of you want to bring forward. And Jupiter is exalted in the sign of Cancer, and it wants to nurture that being or the identity you want to carry about yourself. But Saturn is going to restrict certain things just to make sure you're not taking on more than you can handle. Which is also going to that saying 80-00. You're never given more than you can handle, even when it comes to those things that you desire. So Pillar of light. Wow. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. You are here to channel and uplift humanity and birth a new age. Get on your shit. You're here to birth new creations and dream a new world into being. So this is also why some of you, you're seeing things in your dreams of what you have to transform from or what it's time to transform from. So that's us. Akasha. Wow. Some of you could be dreaming of libraries or seeing books. Is because you're in your Akashic records, and this is where you find a lot about your guidance that is divinely guided, especially when it comes to any type of, relationships that you have of the past here. Because some of you may be having dreams of people from your past. It's not for reconciliation. It's just to show you what's being brought to the surface for it to be purged out. Because there are times when you feel as though you've healed from a situation, and there's a divine order to when you're going to be given the next dose of, okay, now it's time to purge this part out. And you may have memories of certain situations of the past that may have you thinking, shit, does that mean we're supposed to reconcile? Not for all. And that's for a very small few. And the small few is for those who haven't been disrespected. And it would possibly be that's all it is. If it's some of you that is going back to something in the past because it wasn't the appropriate timing for that connection to happen, there wasn't no level of disrespect. Others, that's not the story. It's just, this situation was toxic as fuck, and it may have been something you were, what's the word? It was something that enticed you to be in this type of relationships because of what you might have seen on TV, what you might have seen growing up. And you once you take the moment to really reflect on what it is that draws you to a situation and why, it could be at the root of it all, it's a situation where you are not loving yourself fully. So you're accepting this part of, or this energy to enter your life. So these situations could be coming back up as a form of a purge of you releasing, showing you what it is that you are letting go of. So that way, when this new situation comes into your life, you can recognize it for something new and refreshing. And if something that is a replica of the past situation, you can recognize that as well to not take that on. Shit. Okay, one more here. 7:43. The sevens is booming here. It's the 7 type of night, evening. Pleiades. Matilda. That's a throwback. Wow. The purpose, the Akashic purpose for a Pleiadian is to reawaken inner child joy, twin flame codes, and restore sacred speech and soul song lost in Atlantis fall. Pleiadians are known for preserving and transmitting sacred stories. Gemini is their earth antenna for communication and quantum storytelling. The signature, records of the divine feminine and joy codes. Whatever is not aligned or needs or requires change keeps coming out or showing itself here. It's time for you to align your life by asking yourself that. deep replenishment, retreat, rest, and be held. Inner child joy, reawaken inner child joy. Show me imprisonment. Clarify imprisonment. Nine of Swords. Is this up? No, it's down. Be mindful with your words, or the way words translate through your body. Mars and Gemini. Nine of Swords. Imprisonment. Page of Cups. Wow. With the Two of Cups at the bottom of the deck. That's literally 29 right there, though. Yeah, for some of you, it's legit a relationship. That is time to clear your energy from. There's been too many apologies and not backed up by the proper action. Yeah, it's time to set up personal boundaries. A lot of Mars showing up, which has to do with severing. It's important to cut the cord from your sacral because it's blocking your gut instinct, Leo, and you're not able to think clearly. Crown, your thoughts are off here. Imprisonment, that's what's placing you there. Three of Pentacles. Let's say that's also the Jupiter and Cancer in the square to Neptune and Saturn that's in Aries, is that you want to be mindful that if you are receiving offers to work with a group of people or two or more people, that it's not putting you back into a state that you just evolved from. You know what I'm saying? Making sure that whatever it is that, whomever it is or what it is that you are partnering up with is in alignment to your soul's mission, not taking you away from it. Okay? Yeah. Six of Cups, energy of the past. And the King of Swords. You already know what this is. You already know what this is, especially if this is something that comes back up from the past that you haven't seen for a while or haven't communicated with in a while. It's on some back then they didn't want me, now I'm hot, they all on me type of energy. Something hasn't matured. Something hasn't matured. Knight of Swords. We have Gemini. This could be someone you grew up with that you thought you was going to move forward with. If you feel confused about making a decision, the Chariot speaks about moving forward with precision. So if something comes into your energy and that's a no. Okay, because right now you should be so connected to your soul, or at least building up to that, where whenever you are sensing yourself not say fuck yeah, and it's just a maybe, and not taking heed that maybe is a whole entire no. You know what I'm saying? It's time for you to recognize what's what. Mm-hmm. Now, this is also the way I'm seeing this too. Shit, look at this battle over here. When it comes to the battle within yourself, action, overthinking, because of the version of you of the past. But this could also be your spirit guides and your ancestors that are helping you out of a situation by presenting you a new offer, which is also why we're saying here, be mindful that whatever opportunity comes your way is in alignment to the evolved version of yourself, not the past version of yourself. Because if you have people from your past coming back, you're going to feel this uncomfortable gut feeling where you may find yourself being nice to a situation. Fuck all that. You're not here to be nice. There's a difference between being nice and being kind. Anybody, just in the statement of people saying that they're doing this and that just to be nice, which means they actually don't give a fuck. Okay? So just be mindful of that. Let me see what the Page of Cups is. Because it speaks of within 5 lucid moments, or what people call days. Let me see what this is, though. Because it looks as though you have your spirit guide 7 sending you this gut feeling, uncomfortable feeling to block you away from something, a communication of the past. Some of you already have this energy blocked from your past. And you've possibly been thinking if you should unblock them. Man, the way these cards are showing up here, it prevents you from answering your calling fully. Because your spirit guides and your ancestors can see more than you have access to right now, where this person or this group of people could be kind to you, fake kind to you. They're just being nice to you. And you may not see that. They're not kind at all. And you may sense that, okay, opportunities for you are coming in, but not as expansive as they should be because you got this energy around you. But what is this Page of Cups? Because the way this is showing up here, as far as this protection from this, you want to get out of this level of feeling betrayed, you know, being used to being betrayed or not being able to trust people, because you may not see this new offer that comes in. It may be something small, but it's going to be it turns into a grand gesture. Yeah. What's the Page of Cups? Ten of Wands and the Nine of Cups. Ten of Wands, Saturn and Sag, to see if you learn your lesson. Fuck. Of what you consider emotional fulfillment. which is why you have to be rooted and grounded in loving yourself, where you're not looking for love outside of you and constantly being disappointed. The Page of Cups is a test to see if you're ready to walk away from the burdens of the past that you considered a wish fulfillment. Divine timing. Wow. That's the threshold of either moving forward or going backwards. Okay. How is the guidance going to come through? Show me the guidance here. How is the guidance going to come through for this collective? Discontent and boredom sets in. Discontent and boredom sets in. This is after the Ten of Wands, a whole new beginning, a reawakening, a passionate new beginning. You'll be alerted about a situation that is a test. To pass the test, it's you saying no because it's not in connection to a reawakening of your passion, you answering your calling. Four of Cups, that's Moon in Cancer. Trust your intuition. That's High Priestess energy. Cancer is the archetype of Cancer is the High Priestess. 757. Wow. Trust your spiritual guidance towards change. What needs to change? You'll feel fragmented, bored. When it comes to something that approaches you, because it's going to remind you of the way you felt about something in the past. It was just 97-29. It's going to be sudden too. 97-16 Tower 29. It's going to be sudden too, where you're going to feel, you know what I'm saying, trapped. Especially with the way the Wheel of Fortune, the Eight of Swords came out before. You're going to sense where you feel, yeah, no, trust that shit. 97-55. Yeah, it's because it's nothing but stagnancy. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Knight of Pentacles upright is slow movement. Very slow movement. Over-analyzing. In reverse. To the point of paralysis. No movement. Yeah. This certainly something that's testing to see if it can come back into your life. For some of you, the reason why this test is so strong, Mercury and Cancer, is something about you and this person would finish each other's sentences. But what's coming from that is that's connected to the old way of you communicating. Not the version of you that's evolved. Show me the Seven of Wands. Mars and Leo. Yeah. Protecting, reawakening your inner child joy. By any means necessary. The Seven of Wands is the Eight of Wands. Your new beginning is highly protected. So anything in the way that attempts to get in the way is going to be severed, cut away from you. Especially if it's a karmic relationship you have already surpassed. 100 on the timer. The sun. Okay. Speaking of, wow, the Seven of Wands. This divine protection is no joke. When you talk about fulfillment, bliss, passion, purpose. Oh yeah, anything that's coming in from the past to disturb that? No way. With the King of Wands here. Leo energy. Some of you could have a Leo ancestor. Or Regulus could be significant. Royal Star Regulus. Oh yeah, you're destined to be known with that type of energy. What is that? August 23rd. That energy between August 23rd to the 30th around there. A little bit sooner than that. Yeah, it's sooner than that because it's just about 1 degree. So the 23rd to 25th, 24th around there. With the torch rune openings happening here. The path is opening for you. You just have to have courage and strength to go through. You're going to be better off when you release whatever this energy is that's been keeping you feeling stuck and unfulfilled. Beautiful energy here coming up now. The Chariot 7. Yeah, the universe is certainly not playing about this reawakening with you. The moment you say yes to your purpose, shit. You want to see how Source, the Most High, ancestors, spirit guides get it popping to make sure all is well? A lot of shit may fall apart because it doesn't have the foundation to stay around as you move forward with precision. Queen of Swords, just making sure that that gift, that purpose is protected. On some test mine, see what the fuck happens. See if you don't see Katana just start swinging. Final advice. Yo. The summer is yours and beyond. To infinity. 803, 2003, August 3rd, 2003. Very specific, but significant. August 3rd, 2003. That's a Leo, though. So, for some of you, your Leo ancestors said, yeah, tell them to get on their shit. It's time for them to take action. The Magician, to infinity. Coño. Infinity and beyond. It's time for you to run shit. You have this beautiful ability to be adaptable, but also know when to be fixed. You could be someone that's in their 20s but has wisdom of someone in their 40s, or something about a 40-year-old coming in with an opportunity here that is actually in connection to your path. To infinity. Your higher self, your soul is at the forefront here. Trust your soul's guidance. trust the message of your heart chakra when it comes to things you can build with and things that are not in alignment to you, because that's where you're being guided to set up personal boundaries, non-negotiable personal boundaries. Be assertive, stay within your authenticity. Make the choices that aligns with your authenticity. If you got to be assertive because your heart tells you, oh no, we can't build, 22, you know your value, Taurus energy, master builder energy, 22. Be mindful of the verbiage that people around you are using when they talk about who they are, I am, and the I have. And determine what can be around you and what shouldn't. What should be connected to your solar plexus. It nourishes you. Your gut is also a brain. All right? Two of Wands. Wow. Back again. You can see this before it arrives. This lesson that you have already surpassed. You can see it before it arrives. This is the perfect example of something that may be coming back to surface within your energy, where you may forgive the person and allow them back into your life. If anything in your life puts you here, you let them go with forgiveness, and that is not something that should be coming back into your life. To each its own, do what you want to do. However, look at this shit. Always keep in mind that the only one that you can change is yourself. King of Pentacles, speaking of I have, Taurus energy, the wolf, Cancer energy, or the moon's energy is connected to that. You're receiving a lot of information intuitively or within your dream state about what this story is unfolding for you. And we got the sacral energy with this King of Pentacles here. When you're not in a state of flow and you feel stagnant, take note and observe of what's around you. This could even be for some of you, there could be things that you have in your home in connection to people of the past that you need to remove out of your home. Page of Wands. Yeah, okay. So that way you can allow the newness to come in. 10801. We got the Tower showing up here at the heart of the matter. Yes, something's going to suddenly shift for you because it's divine order. It's in divine order, divine timing. The will is on your side. Fortune is on your side. But you just have to say yes to your calling. I love you. Go out there, channel, uplift humanity. Do what you came here to do. All is well. I love you. See you at the next live.